What if you could create a professional website within 1 hour without hiring a web designer or learning how to code, without spending weeks figuring everything out? Imagine simply describing the website you have in mind. I want a website for my business. I want a portfolio. I want a personal brand website. I want an online store. And then watch AI create the entire thing for you. But here's the best part. We're not just going to create a website that looks good. We're going to optimize it for speed, to be found in the search results, and we're going to publish it on a live domain. So you are visible to the entire world and you can start to get visitors, leads, and grow your business. You don't need to be a designer anymore. You don't need to know anything about HTML or CSS. You don't even have to know how good web design looks like. If you can describe what you want, you can build it. So in this tutorial, I will show you step by step how to go from an idea to a fully functional professional website step by step. So if you're ready, let's get started. So a few tools we're going to use. We're going to start with Claude.ai that will make our website for us. Then we're going to ChatGPT. You can use the free version for that in order to make our prompt better. We're going to tell ChatGPT what kind of website we want to have. And then ChatGPT will create a better prompt for us that we can use for Claude. And then if you want to, you can link it with Higgsfield. Higgsfield can create videos for you, it can create images for you and implement them in your website. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to sign up at Claude.ai. Let me show you how. So what I will do, I will go to Ferdy.com/cloud. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a reference so I can see how many people click on it. I accept all the cookies. I can continue with my Google account or sign up with email. I prefer email, so I click over here. Then I enter my email address. I click on continue with email. And now I go to my email account and I click over here to sign in with Claude.ai. Then I click on copy the code. I go over here, I paste it, verify email address, and now I have an account. Let's create your account. I agree over here. I subscribe to occasional promotional emails and notifications. You can also not do that. I prefer to do that. Create an account. What is my birthday? June 28th, 1986. I'm going to use it for personal use. And I want to, you can get started with free. Of course, if you want to use Fable 5, I would definitely go with Pro. I will go with Max because I want to get the most out of it. I want to make a lot of websites, show you how to do it. I want to go with this one. I fill in my details. I agree over here and then I click on subscribe and pay. You can download it for Mac OS. I click on skip. Right now I want to use it from the browser. Before your first chat over here, we can help improve the AI models by turning these on. I click on continue. My name is Ferdy. Continue. What kind of work do you do? I see myself as an educator. And I click over here on I have my own topic. There you are. Welcome Ferdy, I'm Claude. So the first thing I always want to do, I want to change the layout to a dark layout. In order to do that, I click over here. I go to settings and here at appearance, I want to change it to dark. There you go. Now I want to make use of a Higgsfield. Why? Higgsfield can create images, it can create videos, it can create 3D objects. And instead of going through Higgsfield and download it and implement it in Claude, you can connect those together. And then from Claude, you can create anything you want just by prompting, by having a conversation. And then Higgsfield will be used for all the images, videos, and 3D objects you need. So let me show you how to get an account at Higgsfield and then how to implement it with Claude. So in order to get started with Higgsfield, we go to Ferdy.com/HF for Higgsfield, or you can go to the link in the description or in the first comment. And then we arrive on this page. I accept everything over here and I click over here on sign up. I can do it with Google, Apple, other ways. I prefer to do that with email. So email address. I create a password and I click on continue with email. I verify my email. Let me copy this, paste it. I want to use it for personal use. I consider myself to be a beginner. I want to do video generation, image generation, continue. I heard about you through YouTube. I say other over here. I want to go for 1 month. This one, $59, select offer. Pay and subscribe. Awesome. Now I go to Claude.ai. I go to the customize options. Then I go to connectors. Click on the plus and then add a custom connector. I call this one Higgsfield. And I go to Higgsfield MCP to the website and I click over here on MCP and CLI. Over here, step 2. add this URL, copy it, paste over here, and I say add. You're not connected to Higgsfield yet, so I click over here on connect. Over here I allowed these steps. I click on allow. And now one more step. It says right now it needs approval for all the features it has at Higgsfield. What I will say over here, always allow. Also over here, always allow. Awesome. I go back. Awesome. Now we can use Higgsfield with Claude. So now I'm here at Claude. It's connected with my MCP from Higgsfield. I can close this. So right now we have a Claude subscription. We have Higgsfield for animations, videos, images, and now they are connected. So now we need to come with an amazing prompt so we can create an amazing website. Well, what I do, I use ChatGPT for that. So I go to ChatGPT and I will write what I'm going to write and then I'm going to tell you, otherwise it takes too long. Okay, I start with make this prompt way better and more detailed for Claude Fable 5. So what I'm saying over here, I want to have a branding website for Ferdy Corp, who is a YouTube tutorial maker, teaches people how to make their own website. I want to have a video in the hero in the background so people can see me teaching based on 3 images I took of myself. They need to get all the information from Ferdy.com, and I want to have a homepage, an about page, tutorial page, and a blog page, and I want to later on implement an email marketing tool so that people can sign up so to get my latest news and latest emails. I say that below the hero, I want to have the style of the website, TonyRobbins.com. So not the hero, but everything below with quotes. And now I want to show my latest tutorials. So, and I'm asking ChatGPT to make this prompt better. So I hit enter. And now with that prompt, I go to Claude Fable 5. And then let the magic happen. And normally you would have to go back and forth with Higgsfield, create a video, turn an image into a video, add audio, all that stuff. Right now, since we have connected those, everything will be done at once with one prompt. So there you go. It's already finished. There you go. I copy this. Now I click on the plus over here. Add photos. If you have a branding website, you should add your logo. So I have here Ferdy.com. Ferdy from the right, from the left, from the front. This image 2-3 years ago already. And then my SVG logo, dark and light. So let me add that. I say Command A, open. Here's the prompt. It's pasted. Use the colors from Ferdy.com. Make the hero a bit dark and the rest of the website lighter. So with all this information, make sure that Fable 5 is turned on. The effort, normally it's on high. I will go for extra. It takes more effort, it costs more, but then you get a better result. So I hit this button and now I have to wait. And there's a chance it will take 20 minutes. I will let you know how long it will take. So I'm back. It took 25 minutes. So what I'll do, I'll click over here. I have a link. Open the link. Nice. My logo, my header, this video created by those 3 images. Put the website in your head. Let's build it. Start learning free. Okay, I go to another page with the tutorials. Nice. I go directly to YouTube. Okay. What I can do, make sure that when I click on this, it goes, it stays on the website. Let me go back to the home page. Wow, did you see that? How fast it loads, super cool. Okay, if I scroll down, a nice animation, the video becomes a bit shorter. It doesn't really look like me in how I move and stuff, but I like it with the shirt. The background looks quite the same. So I think it did a great job. And I said, make it look a bit like TonyRobbins.com and the style, the colors and stuff are Ferdy. So I see the colors over here, and that's from Ferdy.com. And if I take a look at Tony Robbins, things like this, That's also, yeah, what you see over here. Read Ferdy's full story. Nobody should need 16 years to figure out what someone could have shown them in one afternoon. That's a quote by me. I like it. I like it. How does it look on a other device? Go back to the homepage. Okay, if I click over here, about. I like it. One prompt. So if I want to adjust things, so if I go to tutorials, I see only 4 tutorials. I can say over here, show the latest or show all tutorials from 2026 from my YouTube channel on my website. That will take some time, and that's how you can make adjustments. I can even search, see the N. I love it. Oh man. I can also go to the YouTube channel. That goes to my YouTube channel. It grabbed the information from Ferdy.com. So this information, but also about me. Ferdy built his first website in 1999. That's from Ferdy.com. It grabs the style from Tony Robbins. So I think this is amazing. The latest videos, the latest 3, but this is October. So it randomly grabbed some images. Really nice. So now if I want to adjust things, just prompt it over here. Let me answer a few questions that I get a lot. What about SEO? Well, optimize my website for SEO. That's it. How about website speed? Make my website as fast as possible and create real clean code. So if you want something, just ask it, and then Claude will do that, and then publish everything on your website. So how can we publish this website so it will be on the internet and even use a free.com domain? Well, let me show you. The first thing we need to do, we need to download this website. So over here in Claude, I say, create a zip file for me that contains the complete website. Make sure to give the homepage the name index.html. So here it is. Ferdy website download. There it goes, 2.4 megabytes. So now it's downloaded. I want to get this to a live website with a free domain. What is domain? Domain is the address of your website. What is web hosting? Web hosting is a place where all the files of your computer are stored. It's a server that's online 24/7 and that is super fast. So in order to get your own free domain name and web hosting, we need to go to Hostinger. Let me show you how to get there. So I will go to ferdy.com/web hosting. Hit enter. You can also click on the link in the description or in the first comment, and then go to this website. And then I click on start now. Here you see if you somehow don't like the service, you get a free domain and you get web hosting, which is what you need in order to store your website on the internet so others can view you. Then you can get your money back, no questions asked. I click on start now. And then over here, I can choose 3 plans. And I can tell you for this website we're going to make, the premium plan is enough. So first I want to choose 12 months. Then I click on choose plan. Then over here, I have a coupon code for you. I can give you 10% extra discount. So fill in Ferdy, hit enter. And then you get a free domain and web hosting for a year for just $52.14. Then I click on continue. I need to create an account. So I will fill in my details over here. Email. I create a password and then I click on register. Then I need to fill in my billing details. Ferdy, Korpershoek. My address is not necessary. And if I have a company, I can have my company details over here. And then the taxes will be subtracted. I click on continue. And depending on where you come from, there are local payment methods. So I can pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal. It can be that you see different payment methods because you're from a different country. I will go with credit card. And then I click on submit payment. Congrats, your journey begins now in 3, 2, 1. There you go. So are you creating a website for yourself or for someone else? I'm creating it for myself. And I want to migrate an existing website. So I click on the second option. Now I select upload backup files. Next. You can choose a free domain name. For the sake of the tutorial, I will go with a temporary domain. I go to my Finder, to Downloads, Ferdy website, 2.5 megabytes, bytes. What was that? Miles, bytes, new word. There you go. Continue. Now it's analyzing your uploaded website. Submit the request. You should see the loading screen in the image. If you see that, that means it's working. Or even better, you see the website, so you know it's working. I click on continue to the dashboard. And now if I click over here, we are live. As I said, this is a temporary domain name. If you want to, you can create your own domain. But right now, you are live on the internet. So we enhanced our own prompt using ChatGPT. That prompt was placed into Claude. Then this website came out and then we transferred it to a web hosting provider with a free domain. And now we can run our website. Two things I want to mention. The first one, if you want to have a form on your website, I have no form on my website, but if you want to have a form and that's working, so people can reach out to you, go to Ferdy.com, hit enter, then search over here for Claude design, hit enter. Then we search for Claude design tutorial. And then I have over here this tutorial.
I created these websites today, images.
And there I will show you how you can have a form that's fully functional. So that's in a lot of cases for a lot of websites, the goal that people can reach out to you. For my branding website, it's not the case. I'm just showcasing my tutorials. But if you want to learn how to do that, then go to that tutorial and I will show you step by step how to create a fully functional form. And when people fill it in, it will land in your inbox. So the second thing, if you want to make adjustments, just adjust them over here. Then ask for a new download file. Unzip the download file so you get downloads, ferdy.zip, and then go to the dashboard, go to Files, File Manager, click over here, click on Public HTML, click on the upload icon, select a file, select them all except for the folders, open, replace them all, and then do the same with the folders. So folder, assets, upload, upload. And then with those other folders, is this the best way? This is the best way right now. That's why I like that we still can combine Claude with WordPress. If you want to see that tutorial, then click over here. And then I want to thank you for watching this tutorial. Have a great day. God bless you in everything you do. And if you have any question, let me know. And then we'll see you in the next video. We'll see you who is we and you. And maybe I don't see you because I'm just pixels over here. I cannot see you. So why I'm saying this? Sometimes we just say what other people say. So I will see you in the next video. Ciao.